Hello, I'm Alessandra Tilley, and the film that I chose for the Jesus Project is The Passion of the Christ. It was directed by Mel Gibson and made in 2004. The film was a great hit, but also resulted in a plethora of controversy. This was caused mostly due to its violence and gore, and its supposed anti-Semitism. Gibson received a lot of backlash because of this. Gibson tried to portray first-century Palestine by filming in Italy and going to extremely high altitudes when filming the Sermon on the Mount. This actually resulted in Jim Caviezel, the actor playing Jesus, getting struck by lightning while filming. In making this film, Gibson used parts of each gospel, not using just one to recreate the story. Gibson clearly conveys the message that Jesus died for our sins and that he is perfect and good. In the film, Jesus called out to God, asking him to forgive those torturing him because they do not know what they are doing. Even as Jesus is being nailed to the cross, he is praying for those torturing him. Jesus also healed the ear of a servant that came with Caiaphas to capture him. Gibson portrays Jesus carrying all of our sins and dying a terrible death in order to save us. In this respect, Gibson's message parallels the message in the Gospels. Another thing that Gibson allegedly conveys in the film is anti-Semitism. This is prejudice towards Jews. He does this in making it seem as though the Jews pushed the Pontius Pilate to kill Jesus, and the Pontius Pilate did not want to. Viewers of the film have hostility towards Gibson because of this, as they think that this contributes to anti-Semitism today. In this film, Jesus is played by Jim Caviezel, a white American actor. This is also slightly controversial because, as many know, Jesus was thought by scholars to have dark skin, dark features, and a broad nose. Many other films portraying Jesus also used white male actors. It is not as common that you find a film that properly resembles Jesus. Gibson did, however, put a prosthetic nose on Caviezel in order to portray Jesus' Jewish ethnicity. He also edited his blue eyes to look brown. However, these attempts did not stop the critics from coming for Gibson. In addition to Jesus, other actors in the film do not resemble what one would have looked like in the first century Palestine either. Something that Gibson did do, however, to make the film appear more realistic is having the actors speak Aramaic and Latin. This, at least for me, made it seem much more realistic than if they were all speaking English. When pulling from the Gospels in creating the film, Gibson included some characters that had relationships with Jesus. One of these is Mary, Jesus' mom. We see many scenes of her throughout the film, showing her agony and pain when seeing her son get tortured. There is even a point at which she runs to him as he is holding the cross on his back. This was a very powerful scene. Another character is the Jew that helped Jesus carry the cross. We can see the empathy that this man has for Jesus, and he truly wanted to help him. At one point, he even yells at the Romans to stop torturing him. This is also a very powerful scene. Overall, this film definitely brought up some emotions in me. Although he is an actor, seeing Jesus get tortured throughout the entire film was definitely hard to watch because I know that this is likely similar to what actually happened to Jesus. The film surely made me empathize with Jesus, which was a goal of Gibson's. Knowing the story in the Gospels beforehand was beneficial because I could clearly understand what was going on. This overall made the film more enjoyable for me. I do, however, think that the torturing could have taken up less of the movie. At times, it felt like the only thing that was happening was Jesus getting whipped. Regardless of that, and of other things, such as the lack of physical resemblance of Jesus, I think Gibson did a phenomenal job directing this movie and surely put a lot of effort into it. Thank you all for listening, and here I have included all of the sources that I used for this presentation.